In the studio with me and via the phone, before I go to files, make sure the phone line is connected. Good morning, Miss Mavis.
Good morning, sir.
All right, great. Thank you for being with us this morning. And in studio, as usual, I have Davron Clark. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, GQ.
I have Officer Blois.
Hey, good morning to you.
Larissa, is it Larissa Emmanuel? That's what it is? Good morning. Welcome to the studio.
Hi, good morning.
And Mr. Keynes, David
Yes.
Keynes.
Good morning, good morning.
All right, great. All familiar faces, all have been here on different occasion, but the entire team is here this morning, so it has to be very important. Before I touch base with Ms. Mavis in Queen City, Nevis, Mr. Clark will ask you to make some opening remarks before we get into our conversation.
Yes, Jacob, good morning to you and good morning to the listening and viewing audience. We are here once again from the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services. With us, we have the statistics unit. We're going to give us a brief, update on the task at hand and where they came from and where we are today. Mr. Archibald, we're going to give us a little brief insight on what is happening at the camp there in Nevis. And Mr. Keynes is going to chime in for 5 minutes about he's very anxious about the camp in St. Kitts. So we're going to let him have a little say, and then we're going to take some calls and wrap up for the day.
All right, great. So, Ms. Mavis, we're going to start with you. Miss Archibald, pardon me.
Okay. So good morning again to the general public and the listening audience. My name is Mavis Archibald, and I am currently at the Jessup Community Center where the camp is being hosted. As I am here, we have about 85 children, and I just peek through the window, and I recognize a couple came. There are some new registers this morning, and the camp, in my opinion, the camp has been a success as the normal. We would have had, right now, about 85 to 90 children in the hallway. Some persons were not able to come even though they were registered because there is a cricket or football camp as well. So a couple of days in with us and a couple of days with the other camp. But we're doing well. We're doing really, really good, and I am pleased with the turnout.
Yes. I'm happy too, there's a concern for lack of activities for children to do during the summertime. So I'm happy to hear that, while you're having your camp going on, there are other camps that are going on as well. Let me ask you this, though, Ms. Archibald. You made mention of some new registrants this morning, which means that during the week, people can walk into the camp?
Yes, that is exactly what we are saying, because we have a policy of not turning back children, and there is a reason for that. We do not want there to be any issue, any fire-related issue with our children or with our neighbors' children and our children of this federation as a whole. Now, even though a child missed 1 day or 2 days, I think that they still would be able to garner something for 3 days. Even for 1 day, they would be able to learn something that can save lives. And that's why we are not sending back any children.
I understand. In closing, can you reiterate where you're located and how can people get in touch with you?
Okay, my office is at the Charlestown Fire Station, and my number is 669-8553.
Where's the camp being held?
My office number would be 469-1853. The fire station's number, 469-3444.
Okay, great. And where's the camp being held?
The camp is located at the Jessup Community Center. That happens to be one of the biggest and the best, if that is the word, community centers. It comes highly recommended. All type of activities are hosted at this community center. And I must say kudos to Leander Cornelius, who is the community manager. She does a really good job.
Okay, great. Yes, indeed. I echo those sentiments. And thanks for your time.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
All right, great. So, Queen City Nevis camp is off to a good start, 85 to 90 children. And, of course, new registrants are welcome to participate, even though you didn't register in advance. Now, for the Sinkerson, I heard Mr. Keynes is really excited about on the Sinkerson. Mr. Keynes, over to you.
Yes, good morning again, GQ. Yes, we are ready than ready for the St. Kitts Nevis Fire Rescue Summer Safety Program right here in St. Kitts. I applaud Nevis for having such a great turnout thus far. It's sounding really good over there. Congratulations to them. I too hope that we get the same response here in St. Kitts as well.
Okay.
And as Ms. Archibald rightfully said, and as you said as well, it's good to know that there's camps where children can be occupied and there will be less dangers that we adults have to worry about.
Yeah, what is it? Idle hands find trouble?
Yeah,
Or something
idle
like
hands
that?
find-
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that, yeah. When would the camp in St. Kitts begin?
The camp in St. Kitts begins next week, Monday, the 14th. And we're going to be going from the 14th to the 18th. That's a whole week
And you're located where?
at the Dr. William Connor Primary School.
And you're doing walk-ins as well?
Yes, we're doing walk-ins as well
Okay,
for the
great.
whole week.
We didn't get to touch base with some of the activities will be happening on Queen City, well, over on Queen City side, Queen City Nevis side. But I'm guessing it's mirroring the same activities here in St. Kitts.
Yes.
So can you give us an idea of what people can expect to, in terms of the activities for the events?
Well, yes, the activities for the camp is a fire camp. It's a fire camp, and we're gonna have such lessons such as fire prevention, and we're gonna provide basic first aid. So that's where somebody from Red Cross is gonna come and talk to the children about first aid. We're gonna have fire drills. That's where we're gonna have the members from the service come and show the children what we are about, what do we do, so they can be interested as well. And we're gonna have water safety as well.
Okay.
But we don't need to waste water at this present time.
Yeah, indeed.
And we're gonna have natural disaster training as well. Somebody's from NEMA gonna come and teach us about natural disaster as we're in the hurricane season. And we're gonna have road safety. Somebody's from traffic department is gonna come and talk to the children as well about traffic department. And I also forgot to mention the fee for the summer safety program is just $20. $20. You bring your son or your daughter or your children. You come, you sign them up. $20 per child.
Thank you so much, Mr. David.
You can also you can also come to the Bastille Fire Station and get the forms as well and sign up there. And there will be snacks and lunch provided for the children. So don't think parents don't think your children's gonna come to the camp and just eat breakfast alone when they leave home. The belly gonna be full as well. Yes, the belly gonna be full.
And again, that's echoed in Queen City Nevis.
Yes,
also.
same thing in Nevis as well.
Okay, good. All right, thank you, Mr. Keynes. Appreciate the heads up.
Yes.
Mr. Clark and your statistic team, where you want to begin now? Mr. Blois, or you're going to let lady go first? What are you going to do, Mr. Blois?
I'm a gentleman, so I always let ladies go first.
All right, then.
Okay, good morning once again. I am Fire Officer Emmanuel. I'm just here to give a brief overview about the roles of the Statistic Department. The Statistic Department in the Fire Department plays a critical behind-the-scene role that supports decision-making, improves efficiency, and enhances emergency response. One may ask, what makes the decision-making so critical? We analyze false calls patterns and also analyze where they are generated from. So we will know if this is a trend or not. Okay, we just give you a little of how the unit why it was created. The unit was created to bring professional research and planning capabilities into the fire department, transforming operations through data collection, analysis, and strategic foresight. It is critical evolution from intuition-led management to evidence-based decision-making. So now I'll turn over to Mr. Blois for him to give a little more insight of the creation of the department.
Thank you so much, Larissa.
All right, I want to thank Ms. Emmanuel for her dedication. She is the only officer within the unit that I manage, and she is dedicated to the data collection aspect itself. So she managed all the data collection. She analyzes the trend and she put together the reports. So I want to publicly say commendation and to her dedication. Now, I would like to personalize the reason or the justification as to the creation of this unit. Now, back in 2017, when I was given the opportunity to become a shift leader, I was given the task to do annual report in December. Now I started in March. I did not know anything whatsoever. So I drafted a proposal to my then supervisor, Mr. Lennox Griffin. He approved it and we implemented it at RLB. However, that implementation was extended to the then fire chief, Mr. Agaro. He applauded the initiative and he welcomed it. Now, it was not started then. Mr. Hodge, then fire chief, is who actually created the unit itself. So under his tenure, the unit was created, and that is where we started to collect a lot of critical information for the fire department that we overlook on a day-to-day basis. Now, we speak about, Mr. Emmanuel, speak about false calls. We recognize that false calls has been increased in Basti district. Now, one of the things we also recognize is that it's on a particular shift. We recognize these false calls are coming on a particular shift. Risk assessment is one of the things that we do in our department. So we are still studying and discussing as administrators, is the officers at risk? Because we're recognizing that it's only when a particular shift is working, we recognize that we're getting false calls. Now, not only wear and tear that we're putting in the vehicles, are we putting our officers at risk? So administration, we are discussing that conversation as well. So that is still an ongoing conversation. Now,
or investigation, if you want to put it
investigation,
that way.
if we need to go further. We are having the discussion for now.
Okay.
Now, let me speak a little about the statistics for the organization for the first half of the year. Now, Bastia is the only station that has an increase in response from last year. All other stations has a decrease. Bastia also have an increase in their false calls. So while we here at St. Kitts, let me do Nevis first as our sister island, and we always say Nevis is nice. So last year with Nevis had 0 false calls. Absolutely 0 false calls for the first 6 months of the year. This year they had 2 false calls. It is not that alarming as yet, even though it's 2. It's not that alarming. What is alarming to us is the fact that the motor vehicle accident, the motor vehicle fire responses. Now, we are basically the same from last year to this year. We responded to 2 last year, responding to 2 this year. Now, what does that really mean to us? It means now that our motorists are taking an interest in their safety. So even though we are seeing some accident occurring in our federation, well, not all I'm saying it still, we are recognizing that motorists are taking an interest in their safety. That is what this data is telling us. Now, in terms of our structural fire responses are down. So it means now that our summer safety camp, our fire prevention unit, is educating the populace, and they are taking in that education. So it means now that they are a bit more fire conscious. They are cognizant of their safety, of their surroundings, what should be done, what should not be done. And these are reasons as to why the statistics unit was created. So we can actually aid in the prevention of fire. Now, we work with prevention unit, we work with the summer safety camp, we work with administration. We give them statistical data and not opinionative data, because when you give opinion data, you don't make proper decisions. And when you have statistical data, it is what we have to do. So summer safety program is ideal. Fire prevention is ideal. So we actually collaborate with administration as to where we need to deploy the fire prevention. If we are recognizing that we have a trend in, I'm going to use Basti district. Now, in our wildland fire responses, we have increased dramatically in wildland fire responses to, I like to use the percentage, but the percentage make people feel a bit weird. Wildland fire response is actually up by 158%.
What?
Yes.
I could understand the question, no? But yeah, well, go ahead.
Wildland fire is up by 158%. Now, when I give you the raw number now, the raw number would actually tell you they responded to 24 wildland fires last year, while this year they responded to 62. So, therefore, it means now that what we actually started doing as well as a unit is looked at the weather. Now, the weather could have been an influential factor into some of these wildland fires, opposed to some of them being maliciously started. So all of these data, it would enhance the organization response and reporting to the populace as to the reason as to why we are seeing an increase or decrease in certain areas. So there's a lot being done in our unit that most people would not see because we do not respond to fires. We're basically stuck in the office and, well, I think stuck might be a wrong word. We stay in our office, collect the data and put them together, analyze them. We analyze from every single thing. Structural fire responses. Even though it is down overall, Bastille, like I stated, is one of the largest districts. Let me carefully state that is one of the largest districts within St. Kitts. Their district covers from Winslow School, University over in Keon, straight round to Stoneford, just before Old Road, including the southeast and St. Peter's. So all of that is Bastille alone. So while we are giving some big numbers, let us understand the geographical dynamics of Bastille response itself. So because they have a larger area, they would have larger fires to respond to. All right? So we have a response of 4 fires for the first half of last year. Now for the first half of this year, we have a response of 7. So it therefore means now, as simple as that, we have an increase of 75%. Okay? So I just want us I want whoever is listening to me right now for us to be a bit more safety conscious in what we are doing. We are responding to motor vehicle accident, and I'll give you Bastille response to motor vehicle accident. Last year alone, they did not respond to any motor vehicle accident within the first half of the year. However, they responded to 5 motor vehicle accidents this year in the first half. 5 motor vehicle fires this year, but they only responded to 1 motor vehicle fire last year. So even though we are seeing motorists be a bit more safety or be a bit more safe on their going out, their commuting day and from, we are still responding to these incidents, and we would like the motorists them itself to be a bit more safe on the road, because the life you save may very well be your own. So we just want persons to be a bit more safe when they're going to and from their destination, your expected home.
Thank you, Mr. Blois. Mr. Clark, I'm going to leave the last words for you to wrap up this morning. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for being here. Mr. Keynes, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Mr. Blois as well.
No problem, sir.
Thank you, JQ, for having us here once again. So we have to cut it short. We're getting very much interested in the conversation. We have a lot more to go. So with your permission, we will be back next week to finish up the statistics and also give an account of what is...
I think you have your mic muted. Yeah.
I thought something on the sophisticated, nice thing, upgrade you have here. Right. So yes, we'll definitely come back next year. And over a period of time, we will be back to update the nation about the statistics. And the next week, be calling in and visiting that's related to the summer camp.
All right, man.
Thank you.
And thanks you once again. All right, guys, don't touch that dial. More information coming your way. I'll be sharing some information coming up next about the UTC Global